everybody, and welcome to a brand new era here in the Pokemon NASCAR Cup Series. It is Season 29, and the first weekend is going to be the Daytona Speedweeks weekend. We start off with the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duels here at Daytona International Speedway under the lights. And then after this, we will go over to the Advanced Auto Parts Clash, where all 40 cars will be competing. So, this will begin the season. So the last time I did Daytona Speed Weeks was in season 22, and I decided to bring them back again because it is a new era for the series, because we're undergoing a completely different format for all of our races this season, and hopefully it'll be more exciting. It'll make every race more exciting and much more competitive. So for those of you that don't know, we're changing the race formats for every race so that they would be like the new format that NASCAR set up for their seasons, for their respective series. And I'm gonna try it out so that we could see how this would work out here in our Town 3, and if it's a much better deal or not. And I decided to add a couple more twists to this season. So basically, they're splitting the races to stages, to 3 stages. First 2 stages, the top 10 drivers get points, and the stage winner gets a playoff point to the playoffs. And the third and final stage is for a race to the checkers. Everybody gets points, and the winner gets 5 playoff points and gets 40 points. Second gets 35 race points, third gets 34 race points, and so forth. And then we get to the playoffs, and all playoff points carry over to all the other rounds in the playoffs except for the championship race at Zanjoltis. So 16 drivers will make it to the playoffs. They will compete for the playoffs, and they're all set up on wins. So basically, to get into the playoffs, you have to win a race. And if there are not enough winners to make it to 16, then the drivers with the most points, race points, get in to the chase. So I'm trying to put this as simple as I could for those of you that are watching for the first time, Pokemon NASCAR for the first time today. And I know a lot of you are, but I just wanted to point that out for everybody. So anyway, we're going to start off with the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duels. There will be 2 races here in the duels, and each race is going to be 10 laps with 20 cars. There's your first, this is the first race of the duels, Pokemon Sun and Moon. There'll be cars numbered 1 to 23, and the second one, of course, will be having drivers numbered 24 to 95. The Suzuka race that'll kick off the World Tour this season will also be a dual weekend, which will also have that race will have that weekend will have 2 races of 2 stages each, and also have 20 cars in each field, but it'll be in the opposite order. The drivers that are number 24 to 95 go first in Suzuka, and then this pack will go second. But here it's the other way around here in the Can-Am, in the duels. Why am I saying Can-Am? The Pokemon Sun and Moon duels here at Daytona. And it's a night race too, so thought I'd give Daytona a night race finally. That's been one of the biggest things I wanted, was to have a Daytona night race, so now we finally got it back again. But anyway, here is the starting lineup for race number 1 of the duels of the Pokemon Sun and Moon. And Emmanuel Magnuson, the defending champion, starts on the pole here in race number 1. I've decided to randomize the order of the 2 races here at the duels. So it's going to be randomized, completely random. So we don't know who the winner is until till the very end, and that'll make things more exciting. And and I'll get to overtime after we go through the starting lineup. But here's the starting lineup. The Emmanuel Magnuson is the defending champion this season, and he is on the pole here in race number 1. And Pichu is also on the front row tonight here in race 1. Then you see James Richardson and DJ Curtis, followed by rookies Julius Anderson and Eric Martinez. Then you see Amon Setyawan and Cody Smart, Chandler Caudell and Zachary Fitzwater. Then it's PJ Williams and Paul Barber. We have Grayson Acevedo and Alex Hawkins. Another rookie, Jagger Vincent and Paul Minnick. former champion Johnny Gardner, and rookie Pedro Delgado. And rounding out the field is Tony Green and Josh Crash. That'll make up the first race of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duels. Each race is going to be 10 laps, just a quick 10-lap race in each of them. When we get to the Clash, though, that's where the stages come in to play. But for now, the Clash, the Duels are up first here in Daytona Speedweeks weekend, as we're bringing them back to kick off Season 29 in a big way. And by the way, points will be given out in both races, but only the top 10 will score points. They'll be scored on a 10-to-1 basis, just like in stages 1 and 2. The Clash, by the way, will give out full points. And more on that later, but right now, the green flag waves here in the first race of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duel. And by the way, we will have overtime. 2-lap overtimes will be applied if needed. If there's a caution that would normally end the race, that's when we'll get 2-lap overtime. And there you see cars whizzing by to start off this race. The battle for second is between James Richardson and Pichu, and Richardson gets the edge for now. But all in control right now is the 17, leading the first lap here of this race in race number 1. One driver's hit. I just heard a driver hit the wall there. Other than that, though, things have been gone a little smoothly. It looks like Pedro Delgado is in the dust right now. I think that might have been the 15 that got a little scrape in the wall. Tough break for the 15, getting way behind the pack, as we have a battle for the race lead. And here comes Richardson to take the lead, and he's got him. James Richardson gets the lead back from the 17. Another car in the wall. Ooh, Paul Barber a little close there. They were 3 wide in the back. A little too close there, but they were able to keep it together, as Amat Seyuan now takes the race lead. Wait till you see the Daytona 500. It's going to get crazy with 40 cars. Maybe even the Clash will get crazier than this. Here we go. The 23 is now second. That's Chandler Caudell. And now the 17 is almost in the wall. He scraped it. Oh, now he's hitting it. Oh, man. I don't know what's going on. It's like the wall is really dangerous. That wall is dangerous for some cars getting too close. This is a different version of Daytona I'm using than the regular one for the 500. Because they didn't have a version exactly from the Daytona 500 available for night. So I had to use a different version of Daytona for the night race. And I wanted to get it up to date. Caudell now takes the lead here in race 1. Oh man, cars are starting to separate here. PJ Williams is now in second place. And now he's going to go for the race lead. Here comes the 13. He's going to get the 23. Acevedo going to help him draft him. Well, now Acevedo wants the lead. Here comes Paul Minnick. I mean, DJ Curtis, I'm sorry. Minnick used to drive in the 1 a couple seasons ago. My apologies, but DJ Curtis is now leading. Curtis moves over to the 1 machine. And with 5 laps to go, he's leading the race. Johnny Gardner in number 7 trying to come back. Tony Green goes on the bottom for the third position. And now you see Green in third, and Gardner is second. Former champion Johnny Gardner looking to kick this season off with a win. Remember, in the dual races, the top 10 get points. In the Clash, everybody gets points. Ahmad Seyuan is now going for that 10th spot. That's for the final point spot there. 4 laps to go. Oh, they're getting contact. I just saw somebody just spill a little debris. Now it's getting more intense, and now the new leader is Josh Crash. Oh man, if they keep hitting the wall, they're going to crash. If we get a crash at this point, we will have overtime. No more races ending under cautions. We will have overtime if we need it. For any finish that would end under caution. 4 drivers competing to win here in race 1. It's Crash, Gardner, Minnick, Curtis. And this is Paul Minnick's new ride, by the way. The 3 used to be in the 1, and now he's battling with his old ride for second. Well, actually, he did get past his old ride, but now he's trying to hang on. Gardner now running in the second position. I know he's hungry for the win. And look at that. He's got drafting help from the 1 machine trying to pull away. Now 5th place Hawkins wants to play. He wants to be a factor. Here we go. 2 to go here at Daytona. And Josh Crash is in control. The rest of the pack catching up, though. This will be a finish. Hawkins going for second. Paul Barber now in the top 5. Pichu trying to go on the bottom, trying for anything. Oh man, we'll see if the 14 can block. He does block 10. Oh, a little high. Could it open the door for the 10? And we're coming to the white flag here in race number 1 of the duels. 1 to go here at Daytona. Will Hawkins have time? Here he comes. He's going to make a move. Hawkins will make the move. Josh Crash trying to hang on. And Pichu going to sneak his way into the second spot. Here we go, down the final turns. Pichu's got the draft. Here he comes. Here comes Acevedo. 3 wide for the win here in race 1. Coming to the final turn. And Acevedo out of nowhere takes it. Will anybody fight back? Doesn't appear so. Grayson Acevedo has won race 1. What a shocker. Grayson Acevedo is the winner here in race 1 of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duel. A last turn pass, and he was able to make it work and win the race. Wow, he came out of nowhere to win that race. Acevedo takes the checkers in race 1. What a move. He got the help he needed. He got 3 wide for the win. Able to keep the draft and hang on for the race 1 win. That's incredible. So let me see. Duel 1. Yeah, season 29 Duel 1. Yeah. I wanted to save the standings just to get it to the point, just to make sure that this scores points. Anyway, that's it for race 1. Here are the final results from that race. Acevedo, of course, is your winner here at the race 1 of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duel. And the rest of the field on the left of your screen. And we see that every driver finished the race, even though a couple of them hit the wall late in the race, but still no wrecks. Very clean. probably won't see that much cleanliness in the Daytona 500 itself, but, well, you never know. But anyway, that's it for race 1 of the duels, and now we get on to race number 2. Here we are, folks, in race number 2 of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duels. Is on the pole today for race 2. It is the 24 of Kelly Crosby, moving from the 48 to the 24 with the same team. Anthony Lopez will be on the front row as well. Luke Walker and Cullen Francis make up row 2. Walker in a new ride, by the way, from the 83 to the 49, but he does keep his team and sponsorship from NASCAR Heat Evolution. Row 3 is John Andrews and Alexander Rowe, a new rookie for this season, I should say. Jay Jefferson and Ethan Sale make up row 4. Ethan Sale was formerly known as Ethan James, but he actually changed his last name in the off-season, so he's now known as Ethan Sale. Mason Powers and Tyson Aquino. Aquino's a rookie in the 31, and Mason Powers is back. John Gilbert running the 41, and Hargel Arvin Alonso is back after a couple seasons off in the 43. Ethan Wicken is in the 42, and Leah Walker in the new 72. Emmanuel Harnett running in the 38, and 37, the new car from JTG, will be run by Eric X Powers, not related to Mason Powers. Eric Powers was the name of Mason's dad. But this is a different Eric Powers, so he's added to his name X is added in the middle as his middle initial to differentiate. Ferdinand Gabot returns as well after a hiatus in the 27, and Kev Shearer runs the 34. Finally, rounding out the field is Philip Goldberg and William Brock. And now we're just moments away from the green flag dropping here in race 2. Again, same rules apply. Top 10 drivers get points. 10 to 1. 10 laps, 20 cars. And after this, we'll have the Clash. The Clash, by the way, will have 2 stages, a 6-lap stage and an 8-lap stage. Only the final stage will have points. So consider them as segments. But this is going to be a 10-lap race to kick off the season in the Can-Am Duel, and then we'll get on with, of course, the Clash. Green flag in the air in race 2 with the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duel. A great start by Kelly Crosby, already off to work. We saw a couple drivers hitting the wall. We saw a little scare earlier, by the way. Debris was flying, so I wonder what we could expect here in race 2. Again, this is a different version of Daytona than the one normally used for the 500. It's because I couldn't find the exact same version for that in the night version. But still, it's almost the same. It almost feels the same. It even has the same camera angles. First lap, by the way, is going to go to Luke Walker. What a surprise! Luke Walker scores the first lap here in race 2. Already a couple cars scraping the wall, but everybody's still intact. Andrews runs second. Jefferson now in third place. Mason Powers runs 4th place now, and here comes Andrews for the race lead. Andrews gets him. He gets Luke, and he leads now on lap 2. Obviously going to be a much more competitive race than what we saw in race 1. But that race it still came down to the final lap. So I wonder if this is going to do the same here in race 2. Ooh, 43 hits the wall. Or Alonso hit the wall, and now he's off pace. He's going to keep behind Tyson Aquino and Leah Walker. Wow, Alonso getting a little rusty since he hasn't been racing in a long time. Neither has Galba, but he's doing fine, running in the top 10. Jay Jefferson Now it's his turn to take the lead. And Jay Jefferson has taken the race lead. Ooh, Andrews nearly... Oh, Andrews, can he... No. More debris flying. This time it comes from the 33. That's Alexander Rowe, by the way. Another rookie here this season. And Cullen Francis in the new 32 car and was off to a pretty bad start. John Gilbert now leads the field. Gilbert returns, also returning after a couple seasons off. So a lot of drivers returning and a lot of rookies here this season. Very interesting mix for season 29. And it's going to be very fun. Going to be definitely a fun season here with the new stage it format for every race. More hitting the wall, and that's Lopez. Lopez hits the wall. So cars dropping because they're hitting the wall. But still, a lot of competitors all wanting to win this race, all wanting to win here in Daytona. Fernandad Gabot now second. Gabot now going for second. He gets the 27, is now running second. Gilbert hanging on to the lead. Does he have the Monster Energy luck on his side? 5 laps to go here in race 2. And then, of course, as you know, we're going to move on from this to the Clash. And the Clash is going to have all 40 cars compete at the same time. All for bragging, all for big points. No playoff points will be given out here in neither the Duel nor the Clash will give out playoff points. This is just race points on the line. Ferdinand Galbot now runs in the lead, able to get the run from the 41. And now he has the lead with 4 to go. One driver in the wall, that I think is the 48. Yeah, 48 got on the wall. That's Jefferson. Jefferson is in the wall. Hedrick trying to sweep the weekend because they're the only 2 that could sweep. No, there are 3 cars that potentially could sweep this weekend for Hedrick. As, of course, Acevedo won earlier tonight. Powers, by the way, could be in contention to sweep for Hedrick. Coming to 3 laps to go, and Philip Goldberg is out in front. Ooh, getting tight, real tight in the back. Eric X Powers gets the race lead. Ethan Sale running second. By the way, teammates helping each other out. Walker and Sale helping the draft. And now Sale gets the lead. Coming to 2 to go. Ethan Sale leading. And Luke Walker second. Looking low. Could he find a lane? Oh, man. Walker's going to get a lane. 2 laps to go. Sale trying to hang on. Real tight. He can't do it now. And look at this. The Hedrick cars working together to draft each other, trying to get one of their cars to win here in race 2. That'd be a really huge victory if they could sweep. Coming to the white flag. Luke Walker leading. Can he hold off the pack? 1 lap to go here at race 2 of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duel. Let's see if Powers is going to try to make a pass. Can he do it? He will try to do it. Powers going to get the lead from Luke. going to go side by side for the win. Here we go. Powers his way to the front. He's got the help of the Hedrick cars. Final corner. And he's going to do it. Mason Powers is going to lead the Hedrick sweep of the Pokemon Sun and Moon Duels. He'll take the checkers in race 2. Wow, nice finish as Hedrick has all 3 of its cars in the top 5. What a finish. Mason Powers wins race 2, and earlier tonight, his teammate Grayson Acevedo won race 1. The Hedricks sweep the Duels. But can they win? Can they win the Clash, though? We'll have to wait and see. Here are the final results from the Can-Am, from the 2 dual races here in Daytona. Powers wins, and look at this. Crosby and Jefferson, the teammates, finished 2nd and 3rd. Nice day for Hedrick. All 4 of its cars had a top 5 finish in each dual race. Amazing. And Rowe, I don't know what happened to Rowe in the very end. He fell way behind. Not sure what happened to him, but that was a bad day. But anyway, that's it from race 2. That's it for the duels, and we will head now. We will have the Advanced Auto Parts Clash coming up next. All 40 cars in the field. It'll be an exciting way to end this night here in Daytona. So stick around. The Clash is coming up next.